It was just past dawn on a quiet stretch of country road near Wagga Wagga, New South Wales, when Brian Callahan, 62, spotted the lifeless body of a kangaroo lying by the roadside. The soft pink hues of the morning sky painted an otherwise solemn scene, a tragic but not uncommon sight on Australian rural roads. But as he slowed his vehicle to check for movement, he noticed something stir within the pouch of the fallen animal. Inside, nestled deep in the soft warmth of its mother's fur, was a tiny joey, alive and trembling. "I couldn't believe it," Brian recalled. "It was like finding a heartbeat in a moment of silence." Without hesitation, he wrapped the fragile creature in his flannel shirt, holding it close to his chest. The joey, barely the size of a loaf of bread, didn't protest. It simply clung to him, as if sensing the safety he offered. From that moment on, their lives became intertwined. Back at his modest farmhouse on the outskirts of town, Brian transformed a corner of his living room into a makeshift sanctuary. He named the joey Hope, a name that reflected not only the animal's survival, but also something quietly rekindled in himself. "I lost my wife 5 years ago," he said softly. "Since then, it's been just me and the quiet. But Hope, she filled the silence." For weeks, Brian bottle-fed the joey every 4 hours, even waking up at night as though caring for a newborn. He wrapped her in soft fabric, mimicking the warmth of her mother's pouch, and often tucked her into his sweater to let her feel the beat of his heart. Veterinary advice came from the local wildlife center, but the real healing happened through touch, time, and tender care. Hope began to grow stronger. Her limbs stretched, her ears perked up, and eventually, she began to hop, tentatively at first, then with playful confidence. She followed Brian everywhere, into the garden, around the house, and even waited outside the bathroom door. "It's like raising a child," Brian chuckled. "Only this one has a tail and boundless energy." Neighbors began stopping by, drawn by the unusual sight of a man with a kangaroo peeking out from his jacket. Some offered old towels and milk powder, others just came to witness the bond. But for Brian, it was never about attention. "This is about giving her a chance," he said, "and maybe finding a bit of peace for myself, too." Hope, now nearly 6 months old, has become a symbol in the small community, a reminder of the gentle acts that ripple quietly through lives. She'll eventually be ready to return to the wild, a day Brian knows is coming. Though he admits the thought breaks his heart, "I'll let her go when she's ready," he said, stroking her soft fur. "But a part of her will always stay with me." On a road often marked by loss, one small survivor has sparked something quietly extraordinary. In Hope's journey, there is a reflection of resilience, connection, and the healing power of compassion.